I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. I didn't plan to do like an outdoor video, but I felt like I have not spoken to you guys in a long time about the whole CSC scholarship, because some of you have been sending me DMs and asking me a lot of questions. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to come out here for you guys. I'm trying my best, guys. This school this school have started, okay, and there are a lot of activities and I'm really busy, so I'm sorry if I have not been able to come out here to do the live video that I normally do, or to literally talk to you guys like I normally do. But anyways, I'm going to be answering all the questions here, those questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. I'm going to be answering them, because you guys need to start preparing to actually apply for the CSC scholarship. It's going to be open around December, January, and I think it's going to end around March, February. I'm not really sure when it's going to end, but it's going to be open soon. So you want to start preparing for the application, you want to prepare for your documents and actually start applying. You want to even know whether you can actually apply, or the schools to apply. So now is the time for you to just prepare the documents and also try as much as possible to know the schools that you can apply to and to know the course that you want to do. So that's what you should start doing, because the application is going to be opened January. It's going to be open from December to like January, so you don't need to be like stressed about the application. Just make sure that you try as much as possible to just prepare your document. So I'm going to start answering the questions. So Harry asks, hello, good day, please, I would like to get a China scholarship and also know the requirements. I'm from Nigeria. And the person also asks, please, I don't have an international passport, can I still apply? Okay, Harry, I know I've said this a lot of times, but then if you want to know the requirements of the application, I'm actually going to leave a video down below, because I know I've spoken about it. I've spoken about the documents, I've spoken about the requirements, I've spoken about everything, okay? So I'm going to leave it down in this video. So all you need to do is to actually check it, and then you can actually know what are the requirements and the document that you need. So the requirements you need is just for you to prepare your documents. That's all. I feel like that's the requirement. Just prepare your documents and you are good, okay? Prepare your documents and then know your course. If you are going to apply for masters, I feel for masters it's simple, because you've already done your bachelor's, so you already know what you want to do. But for your bachelor's, I would say, okay, well, there are some things you have to like do, right? And also you need to know that if you're applying for bachelor's, there's nothing like English taught. That I'm going to go to that question, because somebody asked me that question, that, oh, can I apply for my bachelor's like English taught? And then I did my research and I realized that I don't think there are English taught for bachelor's, is Chinese taught. I'm sorry guys. For only masters you can actually apply for English taught. So for those of you that say that you don't have an international passport, because I know there are so many people that reached out to me and they were saying like, oh, I don't have my international passport and all that. I actually understand, because before I didn't want to understand, because I'm like, why would you be asking me that question? For crying out loud, your international passport is something you should prepare first. That's what I was saying. But later I thought about it. Honestly, when I was applying for my application, I didn't have money. So if now I'm trying to be so judgmental and be like, oh, you have to have international passport, I need to be fair. There are people that are students, they don't have the money to actually pay for international passports. So I need to actually understand. You need to understand that the Chinese government will not grant you the scholarship if you don't have your passport information, because they want to know that, okay, they want to know your country and they want to know if you're allowed to travel. So that's the reason why they say do your passport. So if you don't have your passport information now, the government might not be able to grant you the scholarship. You know, you need to ensure that even while you're filling the passport information, you need to fill in the correct information, you know. And then the deadline for this application, you guys already know, is around like next year, around 31st of January. There is a deadline. So if now you feel like you're not able to get your passport now, like you don't even have the money now to get your passport, it's fine. You can still fill in this information that I just said. So it's not for just people who have applied for passports. If you think that you will not still be able to get your passport, I feel like you can still fill your information. I feel like you can still apply, you know, but make sure that you make sure you try to scan a copy of your identity certificate, your official documents containing your English name, your gender, your nationality, your date of birth, and other relevant information, you know, because they need to know that, okay, this is actually your name. They need to know your country, they need to know your nationality, and they also need to know your date of birth. So these are information that they want to know. So if you're not able to get the passport, it's still fine. You can just fill in all these things and send them this information. And then the moment that you feel like, okay, now you've been able to get your passport, then you can come back and actually put back your passport in the system. I think you can do that. So let's go to the next question. Okay, I want to know about the scholarship process and if I need to write an exam. Okay, a lot of people ask this question. They want to know if it's possible, if they need to write the IELTS, the TOEFL, all these exams, because I know that those people that are applying to Canada, USA, they always write these exams. So, but for China, I don't think it's actually compulsory. This exam is not compulsory. Oh God, this noise. But for China, I don't think the exam is compulsory. The only exam that you need to think about is the HSK exam. Guys, let me wait. I'm making noise here. Okay, so the only exam that you need is the HSK exam. The HSK exam is that exam that, you know, it's just to show that you know Chinese a little bit. So for bachelors, I know that you need to write this exam. If you're going to be doing your bachelors in any China university, you need to actually write the HSK exam, but then you're going to write it in your second year, not in your first year, because in the first year when you come here, you're doing your Chinese for 1 year. So after that 1 year, you write the exam. If you don't pass the exam, they're going to cancel your scholarship. So that exam is very important. If you are doing undergraduate, that HSK exam is very important, and you can also pass. Don't worry, do not be scared. If they cancel the scholarship, you can pass it. Just study hard. That's what I'm telling myself. But guys, personally, I did not write the exam in the beginning because of the whole coronavirus. So now we've been given a chance to write it, like maybe like this year, December or next year. That's when I'm going to write my own HSK exam, because my course is Chinese taught. So if you are doing a Chinese taught course, you have to write this exam. Okay, so this exam is for people that are doing Chinese taught courses. So but for you now that you're like, oh, I want to do English, like maybe now you're coming to do your masters and it's English taught, you don't need to write this exam. Okay, so it's not compulsory for you. If you're doing an English taught, you don't need to write the exam. But if you're doing a Chinese taught, you have to write this exam. It's very, very important. That is it. So guys, let me go to the next question. Someone asks, there's a problem actually. Not all universities accept Nigerian students. So if you're unlucky and you choose a non-taking Nigerian university, the problem is finding that this Nigerian university is kind of, it's not easy to get. I don't know about schools not accepting Nigerian students. To be honest, this is the first time I'm actually like hearing this, that a school will actually choose the nationality they want to accept. I don't think it's like that here. Okay, I'm sorry, because I feel like in their mind, in China, in their mind, they feel like every African, every black is an African. They don't even know which country is which. To be honest, they don't know which country is which, except maybe in a school, a particular country have been doing rubbish. Maybe you have not been behaving well. Then fine, I can say, okay, maybe that's when they can say, oh, they want to choose the people that they want to favor and everything. So guys, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video.